Hey guys, Bill coming back at you again with another video. Today's going to be an exciting one. We have an unboxing to do of a newer product that we're going to, not only are we going to unbox it, we're going to set it up and get a grow going here in the 5x5 behind me. We're also going to finally flip the albino black gorillas, and we're going to spray one with silver thiosulfate and get some pollen off of those so that we can make some seeds. And we'll also check in on the 14 photoperiods growing in the 4x4 that we've started on a 12-12 light cycle right from the start. I think it's 5 weeks now. Are they going into flower? We'll find out. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so first off, let's get to that unboxing and see what this new product is. Okay, guys, we got a box in the other day, and we're going to see what's inside of it. It's from Mars Hydro. Imagine that, main sponsor of the show. By the way, if anybody's interested in this product or any of their other products, which is pretty much all I use, you can check out all the links down below and use my code BWARD and you'll save even more at checkout. All right, so here we have the box. This is their new drainage system. I was really excited to get this. It's been out for a little bit, but I'm just getting my hands on it now. So we're gonna see what's in here. We got some hose. Whoa, some really nice hose. Actually, it's not that vinyl stuff that gets bends in them, and then no water will go through them. Really nice quality hose. Actually, we'll set that aside. What do we have now? Let's just grab this here. We got some bags. It comes with 4 Mars Hydro 5-gallon bags. There's supposed to be 4 in here, so there might be one here at the bottom, but 5-gallon bags. Awesome. Can always use more bags. And let's see. Let's set the rest out here on the table and then we'll take a look at it. Okay, so we're back here. We have found the other bag. It was in the bottom there. We'll check that off to the side. We also have a user manual for the Mars Hydro drainage system. You can see a picture of it right there. And I really like this product. I use one similar once in a while, and they're okay, but I think this is actually going to be superior to that. We got another longer piece of hose. Again, nice flexible rubber or silicone. I'm not sure what they make it out of, but it's not that cheap vinyl crap. So I'll set that aside without opening it. We'll open that as we need it. And here we have, these are the main part of it. Well, one of the main parts of it. These are the trays. These are what your pots are going to sit on. So we have them right over here in this bag. We have the legs. These are going to go right in here, like so. I'm assuming, anyway. Looks like they fit there pretty good. So there's 4 of these. They have the lifted risers here, so when your pot gets set on here, it's not sitting directly on the bottom. It's going to be able to drain out, and it'll go right down into this hole right here. And then we'll see here in a minute where the water goes. But so we got 4 of those. We'll set them up as we put them together in the tent. Actually, I'm just noticing now they kind of stack. Those 4 round things on the corner fit into the top one, so be a little easier for storage if you don't want to take the legs off every time. Okay, so we'll set this aside, and then we have this here. Now this is kind of like the brain of the system. Let's open her up here. Oh, we got a clip on that side, clip on that side. Okay, we got a box. Let's open the box here. I think we got a pump in here. And what else? All right, we have a bunch of connections and a tool. That looks like a check valve here. And yeah, all the tools we need. Oh, and for the pots, it even has these little things you put over the hole so debris won't get down into the hose and block everything off. So pretty cool. And what else do we have here? We have, okay, this is just the power cable for the pump, and this has to be the pump. All right, we have an angle piece here and the little pump, and this is 25 watts. Don't operate without water. Well, we don't want to. Direct current. All right, so we got our pump here. Now our pump is going to go down in here. all those trays with the black tubing and the connectors, they're going to feed the runoff into this. This pump, once it gets water in here, this pump will take your runoff water and put it wherever you want. Now, I happen to be using the drip system with it as well. So I will basically just have a circulating system where I will drip feed the plants. The runoff will come back in here, and this is going to feed right back into the reservoir for the drip system. So it's going to be a complete loop. And we should be able to run that on its own pretty much automatic for a week before we have to change the water or something like that. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how this works. I'm going to get it all set up in the 5x5 tent, and yeah, we're going to start a new grow in here using this system, and I can't wait. All right, guys, here we are in the Mars Hydro 5x5. We're going to be growing this new grow under the Mars Hydro FC6500 again. This is the Evo version. 730 watts of pure power, efficient power using the Samsung LM301H diodes. We're also going to be using the ad lights again. We have the deep red and the blue there ready to go whenever we need it. And I wanted to show you, I got all set up here. I got the drainage system that we just unboxed, got it all set up. Super easy, guys. Anybody could do this. Your grandmother could do this. Let me just show you, just run through it real quick here. We've got on the bottom, we have our tees put in, and there's a plug on one side that comes with two plugs, a hose on the other. You just measure it out. I didn't use a measuring tape or anything, just eyeballed it. Cut a piece here to fit into the next one, and then another piece that'll fit right into the back of this drain box here, and the same thing on the other side. Also, it comes with these little strainer caps so that none of the leaves, any leaves that fall off or dirt, is not going to plug up your system, which is really cool. And then if you need to clean it out, it's got this little handy thing here. You just go and rinse it under your sink, whatever. And yeah, it's that simple. Inside here, we got the pump that just sticks to the bottom of the box there with some suction cups. Put that little angle piece on and run your hose out. Fits right into a slot here so you can close the box easily. And then pump it to wherever you want, whether you want to throw it into a 5-gallon bucket and use it out in the yard or what have you. Now, I'm going to be using the drip system, the Mars Hydro drip system. So I'm going to feed it right back into the reservoir, which should last me at least a few days to a week before I have to end up changing the water on it. So that's pretty much it. Plug it in. You're ready to go. I'm going to go ahead now. I'm going to set up my drainage system, get some pots full of dirt, and then we're going to actually start the grow today. So I'll be back with you in a movie minute. All right, so we've seen the drainage system set up. I've gone ahead, I've set up the drip system as well, which you can see each pot has a drip emitter right there, hooked to these hoses here. And let's skip around to the side of the tent here. This is the reservoir that it will be pumping the nutrients and water from. This is the upgraded drip system from Mars Hydro. It used to be a 5-gallon bucket reservoir, but that just wasn't enough for me. I mentioned that, and it wasn't too long before they came out with this 50-liter or 13-gallon reservoir here, which will be much better. I'll be pumping the runoff using the drainage system right back into it. I may have to top it up every few days with a 5-gallon bucket, but I shouldn't have to change the water for probably once a week or so. It's fairly automated and really excited to see how it works. So I've also taken the 5-gallon pots. These are Mars Hydro 5-gallon fabric pots. Filled them with soilless media and planted in 4 photoperiods. These are Critical Magics from Next Generation. Some of you will remember that we had 18 seeds germinate, photoperiods, and we put 14 into the 12-12 from the start grow, and that left us 4 to put into here. So these Critical Magics are the same that are growing in the 12-12 from the start experiment. So I've ran it for a couple of days. I'm going to run it again today. They need a watering today. I will be watering probably about 3, maybe 4 times a day. I'll put the drip system on for about 2 minutes. That will completely saturate the soil. The runoff will drip down into the tray, into the box, and back into the reservoir. So let's try it here on camera. I'm going to open this up so we can see what's going on in there. I'm going to go ahead and manually turn on the drip system. Now for the drip system, I will be using the Mars Hydro iTime timer. We can see it's plugged in right there, and we can set that to as many times as we want. It's in 1 minute intervals. I'm going to go for 2 minutes, and that seems to be working okay. Let's go ahead and turn it on manually. On the cord here, there's also a manual off and on. So I'm going to manually turn this on. There we go. We got some nice spray action going on. All four. There we go. Now these can be adjusted by just turning the little top head here, and you can adjust how much water is coming out. So we'll let that run for a couple of minutes, and once we start getting some runoff, we'll come back and check out the drainage system and see how that's working. Okay, so it's been a few minutes here. We got runoff under each pot. You can see it's draining down through the lines and filling up the little pump box here. So we'll have to wait till that pump is submerged and it will turn on. All right, there she goes. She's turned on. Okay, let's check out here. And there we can see it didn't take long to pump that right out into the back into the reservoir. So that's how it's going to work. It's filling back up again, and it should click on here any second. There she goes, and she drains. It's a pretty strong little pump. It drains it back out pretty quickly, so we don't have to worry about overflow. Now, one suggestion I will make: when you first start running this, I will suggest the little plugs down there with the little holes to keep stuff from going down there. I would suggest rubbing just a little bit of dish soap on there, because sometimes it can take a while for the water to find its way through there. Sometimes the water tension will stop it from running down, but if you put a little bit of dish soap, once it starts running, it seems to work fine. But I've had to do that with other products as well. Just a little tiny bit of dish soap, just rub it over the top. That breaks the surface tension. It seems to work fine. I'm really excited to see this grow using this system. We'll come back next week, see how she's making out. For now, we're gonna make some seeds. Let's go check it out. All right, guys, here we have in the Mars Hydro 3x3. We're going to be growing these, finishing up these albino black gorillas under the Mars Hydro FCE 4800. This is a fairly old light now. This is back when the FCE first came out. They've done upgrades since then to the FC, and then also the FC, which I'm using in the 1212 from the start experiment grow, the FC 4800 Evo. So this is the first generation of the FC. I've already sprayed this. Actually, I've done it twice, and I didn't hit the record button both times. So I don't know. I got to slow down on whatever it is I'm doing. But anyway, I've completely sprayed this side down with this here. This is silver thiosulfate. Got it online, and it comes with just a little bit of liquid in the bottom. You fill it up with water and just a drop of dish soap. Spray it completely till it's dripping, and you do that once a week. Now, some suggest you do it a few days before you flip the lights. Some say the day of. Some say even the week after. I'm going to do it this way. I already did it. I was going to show you again, but I noticed I went through quite a bit of that already, and I don't want to run out. So I completely saturated this down with the silver thiosulfate. We're going to come back again next week and spray it again here on camera, and hopefully we can get some seeds out of it. It might take a few applications, but I decided to go with the bigger one here because I want to collect some of that pollen as well. These pollen sacs will pollinate this plant, giving us the seeds that we're looking for to see if this genetic mutation will carry on through the seed. I would like to keep some of the pollen as well, put it away in case I want to experiment with it again later on, maybe with something else. So that's what we did in here today. The lights are very low. You don't want to spray that stuff with the lights on high. You want to do it at night or right before they go to bed, and they will be going to bed here in a minute. So we're going to have to head over now and check out the 1212 from the start experiment grow. Let's check it out. All right, guys, here we are in the Mars Hydro 4x4. We are growing these plants under the Mars Hydro FC 4800 Evo. which, like I said, this is the top of the line of the FC series right now, and it's been working really well. I also have the deep red ad light on right now as well, and they're in veg, but I'm using the red anyway because they are blowing up. Now this is what they looked like last week, and this is what they look like now. So they really blew up over the last week. Last week we did come in and we took off most of the bottom branching and just left the top. And we can see here we got some bud sites here starting. And check this out. We have lots and lots of pistils. They're starting to bunch up. They will be in full flower, I would say, within the week, and that's pretty much all of them. Some are a little bit farther behind by a couple of days, but for the most part they are all showing signs of going into flower. Now it is 5 weeks, I think, today actually. Now let's turn this around here because I do want to show you. I am a little bit skeptical of that one right over there, and I mentioned that last week because when they grow that tall that fast compared to the other plants, in my experience, you could be looking at a male. Now, I've been checking it out very regularly, but as you can see here, there's pistils there. I don't see any ball sacs, no pollen sacs at all. So from what I can tell right now, she is a female. She just wants to be bigger than everybody else, I guess. And when I say bigger, I mean she's quite a bit taller than the rest, which is not great for this type of grow. But anyway, we're gonna let her go for now. You can see up here she is already as well starting to bunch up those bud sites there, so definitely going into flower. And yeah, so 5 weeks, so we know now what happens, and this is exactly what I thought from what I've read and basically just knowing the way the plant grows. Once they start to show sexual maturity by pumping out the stigmas, they very quickly go into flowers. That's exactly what I thought. It's exactly what's happening here. We'll have to come back. We're gonna have to do some clean out, obviously, because there's 14 plants here in this little 4x4. Everything's running good though. The lights are good. We're at about 600 ppfd. Soil temperature is 19.5. Soil moisture, I just watered it, gave it a couple of gallons of water. And what I've been doing for that is I just been feeding down through this Gatorade bottle, which goes directly to the bottom where there's a layer of clay balls, and then it can just wick up the water as it needs it. So I've used this before and it works really well. So the soil moisture right now is 78, but that'll drop pretty quickly because I just watered it. So it's kind of wicking up a bunch of water right now, and then the water will be gone and it'll start to drop off. And that's why I really like the Mars Hydro Eye Control. It gives you all the numbers you need to really help out quite a bit. I can look at the soil moisture there, and I can tell when I'm supposed to water, when I shouldn't water, when it's already too wet. The PPFD is really handy to have right on tap. So yeah, really liking that. Yeah, that's where we are with that. I'm gonna move that big boy. I shouldn't say that. I'm gonna move that big girl. I'm still gonna keep an eye on it though, because it still kind of creeps me out a little bit, being that big compared to the rest of them. We'll move that in the back. It just looks a little bit better. All right, guys, so that's it for this one. We got quite a bit done this week. We had to take out the air cube system out of here, clean it up, put it away, set up the drainage trays and the drip system, get everything going in here. We had to clean out the 3x3, which was sitting empty and it was a little bit dusty. Had to clean that all out. Moved the albino black gorillas over there so that we could pollinate them. And we got to see the 12-12 from the start experiment going into flower just as expected. I appreciate you guys watching. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you on the next one. Happy growing.